My name is Clynton Nauman. I'm the president and CEO of Alexco Resource Corp. We're a junior mining company listed on the Toronto Exchange in Canada, but we're a company with a little different twist on the business. We are both in the business of environmental remediation of mature and abandoned mine sites, and reclamation and closure of those sites, restoration of the sites to their highest and best use, and we're also in the exploration business. The importance here is that because of our expertise in the environmental remediation of mine sites, we have opportunities that other companies do not necessarily have. Once those opportunities come to us, we can bring to bear our expertise in both the environmental remediation part of the business and also our expertise in exploration and mine operations.
That's a really unique business plan.
It's a very different plan. It's something that we conceived of just a couple of 3 years ago. The company has only just recently done an IPO this year to go public, and we did that primarily because we had attracted the attention of the federal government in Canada to some of the work that we had done there, and were successful in bidding for a project that the federal government wants to get off its books. The federal government in Canada has a number of orphaned and abandoned mine sites that are effectively liabilities to the taxpayer. The government is committed to go ahead and try and clean up some of these environmentally or contaminated sites. And one of the first sites that they are attempting to do this with is the United Keno Hill site in the Yukon.
What's the story of United Keno Hill Mines?
United Keno Hill Mines was discovered in 1913, and it was an active silver producer all the way through 1988. Over that period of time, it produced more than 200 million ounces of silver at an average grade of 40 ounces a ton. On a global basis, the average grade is very high, within the top 2 or 3% of silver operations ever mined in the world.
And how come you came in to clean up the place?
After the mine and the district went into bankruptcy, the district is a very large district. It's about 25 kilometers by 10 or 15 kilometers, hosted originally 35 mines. When the company that operated the collection of those mines dissolved into bankruptcy in 1988, eventually the entire property fell back to the federal government. It became the responsibility of the federal government to look after the property, to stabilize it environmentally.
You're also drilling there. When do you expect results?
We started drilling in late June, early July. We will be drilling into the winter, into the Canadian winter, probably all the way through November. We don't expect that we'll have initial results from that drilling until late October.
If the results are positive, how do you plan to develop this place again, which is so old? You're not the first one there. How come you want to find something there anyway that didn't be found before?
It's an excellent question, an excellent question. You know, there's an old rule that geologists work by, and that is that the best place to find an ore body is in the shadow of a head frame. Well, in the Keno Hill district, there's effectively 35 head frames.